Hi. One of the things I know what will happen is that you will find these videos in the order that you need to. They're going to be posted on the blog, but you'll find them as you need to find them. One of the things I want to caution you against, when I start my classes, I usually tell people, one is don't believe a word I say. I've heard other presenters say that. But what I know is your reality is so different than mine that that when I say certain things that I see or believe, it's going to be so far out of context for you, and you're going to go, I don't believe that. But I don't ask you to believe what I believe. What I'm asking you to do is look at my life, look at if my life is interesting to you, and then see how to adapt your life in such a way that your life becomes more magnificent or more fun. One of the things when I tell people, I will make up stories. I will do it for a purpose in a class, to watch where the story goes, to watch energetically who takes what personally. Sometimes I make up these outlandish stories just for the impact, just to see where you get caught up in the story. So you can't really tell whether I'm telling the truth or not, although by the time you've seen one of these videos, you'll know whether or not you trust me. One of the things, I'm extremely trustworthy. I love what I do. I live my life the way I want to live it, for the most part. And I teach my classes that are more fun than most people have in years. People come in and say, God, I haven't laughed this much in years. I haven't had this much fun in years. Because I know one thing, that my children, we've got 6 of them, I want them to grow up and be happy. I want them to grow up and be able to live magnificent lives on planet Earth, which the odds are against them as far as I can see. But one of the things I know is if I say to my kids, grow up and be happy, you can do it. Daddy missed it, but you can do it. They're not going to get it. But if they watch me work, if they watch what I do, if they watch how I am with people, and the methods that I use, the technology that I use to interact with people, and I consistently try to enhance other people's lives, they're going to get that. They're going to see that as valid, as real, and they're going to start to see how to do that for themselves. If you can enhance everybody's life that you interact with on a daily basis, you're going to be living quite a magnificent life. Now, as I say that, I know that that is also quite impossible. There are some people who the magnetic frequencies between the two of you will be so jarring that you can't do it. And the easiest thing to do is stay away from those people. And ta-da! Oftentimes those people are called family, so I would pay attention there, because we put up these little special exempt things that family can't be held accountable. In our house we have a rule. Mick has fun, Nicole has fun. And when people come in the house, they have to follow the rules. If they don't want to follow the rules, then they don't come to the house. And sometimes we ask them not to come. Sometimes Nicole physically throws them out, which is really fun to watch. And sometimes they just don't show up again. But at any rate, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute about the context of these videos. I'm going to tell you a lot of truisms. You're going to have to sort through that and see what's true for you and what's not true for you. I can't do that for you. When you hear me say something and you think, oh, bullshit, it may be in your world. It may be totally valid and totally real in my world. I'm going to tell stories that have happened to me. Absolutely 100% these stories happen as I recall them. And if you don't believe them, I really don't care. I've seen other dimensions, and I'll talk about those in other videos. But I just kind of wanted to put down some of the ground rules. What I know is language is the most abused invention of man. When I listen to particularly a group of people that I won't name them, politicians speak, when I listen to George Bush, when he was in power, literally, talking about so many times over and over and over again, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, he's Hitler. Well, there's a little tidbit that I learned from a man called Zig Ziglar. He was the grandfather of motivation, and he used to say, if you are pointing one finger at another person, there are 3 pointing back at you. Meaning that if you're accusing somebody of something, there's 3 pointing back at you. So I look at life as a reflective process. I listen to what people say, I listen to what they're doing, and I listen to the abuses of language. Do I abuse it? Probably. I do the best I can. I'm as honest as I can be. But I do pay attention to listening to see what people do and do not say in their languages. Thank you.